Alright, welcome back to Cherry City, our Cyberpunk city in Minecraft. Today we're going to be looking at our next building to do in this gigantic Cyberpunk city. And that is the Magenta Motel. This used to be called the Cherry Motel, but of course it was turned into the Magenta Motel once the Cyberpunk theme came in. Of course this thing was built on top of the motel, the Cherryville Motel, as you can see inside here. A Cherrywood style village house with a second story and third story attic. Was turned into the Magenta Motel when we built around it with the Magenta Motel from Cyberpunk. A Cyberpunk style motel that is, of course, magenta in color and has some nice building architecture around it. I really do like the whole dark black stone wall pattern here to make it look like building codes, as well as these light fixtures to make it kind of look like those neon light signs in Cyberpunk. I also like how the roof looks with the stained glass and the quartz, as well as this gigantic centerpiece right here with the lantern-esque building features and the black stone wall. I do like how it is asymmetric while still having some sort of symmetry to it. It is pretty nice, and I do think it is a pretty nice upgrade of the motel's features. But of course the interior design of the motel is lacking, as is the case with the Delta Tower, so of course we're going to be making some adjustments. Of course, the first floor we're going to be adding a lobby area leading up into the second floor, which has a room. Of course, this room was already furnished, but we are going to be trying to fix this. I mean, it is kind of cramped in here, so I'm thinking we could make this a little bit more homey and roomy in here by, adding some more space. And of course, we have an attic room here. We can turn this into a room, and we're going to turn this into a little room as well. And then of course we go up into the addition area. We have another room in here we can turn into a room, so we're going to do that. And we're going to turn this into a public bathroom area, so of course the tenants can come down and use the bathroom, since the rooms are too small to have a bathroom. I mean, it is a cybernetic dystopia after all. You kind of have to share bathrooms at that point. We also have another room here. This is a more roomy area, so we can make it for more rich tenants. And another room as well over here. And then, of course, that is going to be the end. So we only have 5 rooms in the entire motel, but it is a small motel, and of course you can fit multiple people in one room, as with Cyberpunk. So of course, let's get started turning this into a lobby area. We're going to use the crimson wood fixtures because they are magenta in style, and we're also going to use this crimson fungus and nylon to back plant it. So let's get a crimson here, and let's do this, that, and that. And there we go, we got a little lobby area and a little front desk leading into the first room. So now we're going to do some interior designs here. First we're going to do this to make this look a little bit more spacious in here. Then of course we're going to put something here. Let's put and let's just do this. Spencer. Now let's do some space management. So let's get rid of this and let's put a crafting table on top of this stack to make more room. And let's put a thing in the center here. Just to make it have a little bit of extra flair to it. And finally, let's get a small plane. Alright, so we've got a little painting in here, a little flower area, so it looks a little bit more nice along with the bridge. And we've got 2 plants in here to make this look a little nicer with a dispenser for water. Alright, now let's make this room. Let's get a crafting table. Let's get a furnace. Let's get well, I guess we can get both furnaces. Furnace. Magenta bed as always. Chest. A smoker. A smithy. Let's see what we can do here. So let's put the torch. It doesn't give off as much light. Fletch, and then we can also put a ledge. There. You've got everything you need, a bed, and it's just like a nice little room area. And then let's put a 1x1 Alright, so that is a little attic room we've got here. Little attic room with a fletching table smithy. Instead of a lectern, let's do a jukebox. That one makes more sense. So we got music, fletching, smithy, cartography, smoker, auto furnace, crafting, and 3 furnaces, a chest, a bed, a torch, and some paintings. Alright, let's move on to the public toilet area. We need a cauldron, quartz, lever, trapdoor, buttons, and quartz stairs. There we go. Nice little flower, bed, painting, 2 barrels, crafting table, and furnace. And then we move up to the rooms that we can actually build like a bunch of stuff in. So we've got a bedroom area here that we can put crafting table, furnace. Well, let's put barrels. Put a guy here. Nice area. Let's put the painting here, there, and let's make a furnace area, barrels, another furnace, barrels here, let's put a cauldron, water, Alright, so that is going to definitely, so we've got our 2 rooms up here, the little bedroom section, and then the kitchenette. So we've got the rich rooms, the rooms for high-paying tenants, with a bedroom area, and then kitchenette in both. Then we have the lower clients down here, with still like a little kitchen area, but kind of condensed into the bedroom on that room. Then we've got the public toilet for all tenants. And then we have the attic bedroom, the smallest area, but still packed in a lot, with a crafting table, auto furnace, 3 furnaces, 2 paintings, a jukebox, fletching, smithing, cartography, and smoker with a chest and bed. And then finally we have our first room, our original Cherryvile motel room, that has been condensed to add a painting and a plant, along with a fridge, smoker, furnace, and crafting table for maximizing space while still looking nice. We also put 2 planters and a water dispenser. And then we added a front desk area in front of the 2 beds in the lobby sleeping area for the Cherryville Motel, now the Magenta Motel. So of course that is going to be the end. We have done it. We have done our two rooms here, a third room here, our public bathroom, another room in the attic area, room here, and the lobby area for the Magenta Motel. So of course that is going to be the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is going to be the interior design of the Magenta Motel, and of course we're going to move on to all of the other buildings within this great cyberpunk-esque city in Cherry City, right next to Cherryville, built on top of the old village. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like the video, comment down below your thoughts on our cyberpunk city, Cherry City, as well as our village houses that we made before for Cherryville, and of course any tips and tricks you would like to see or other additions you would like to see us build. And of course I'll see you guys with the next building.